on him.
Episode 3
time.
of the qualantine episodes of my podcast is Man Cave. We're being verbally berated by our guest. Megan has a last name, and Johnny knows it.
I do. Do you want me to say it or leave it out there?
Oh, you can go ahead.
Megan Lee! What's happening?
What's up, buddy?
Megan Lee, the CBD Connect.
There you go.
That's what she's here. That's what we're doing here.
Oh.
We're going to talk about CBD.
Oh, I hope we're not talking about that fucking Tiger King.
I've only watched like the first 45 minutes.
Thank God, Megan. You know what? Me and you are starting to like each other a lot more. I cannot
make it.
I do not get on board with anything that is popular. Like when everybody's like, "Oh, Glenn, Walking Dead, it's so great." I fucking can't stand it. Just the thought of everybody enjoying it.
I never really got into it. I watched it when Johnny watched it because, you know, they were actually watching it. They had this whole thing back in the day. Where,
oh, you talking about Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You better.
And,
you better come in and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly how it was. You better come in, shut the fuck up. Don't say a damn word till the motherfucker's over.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Now people come in and be like, "Hey, so shut the fuck up," and I tell them, "Hey, you either need to leave or you need to shut the fuck up. You got two options. And that's it." I can't remember who. One of Eric's homeboys was back there one night, and he wouldn't stop talking, and the commercial break was coming to an end, and I knew it, and I was like, "Hey, man, the commercial's ending, and you need to shut the fuck up." And didn't he get up and leave?
I think he did.
Yeah. I think that was one of Eric's peeps.
That's how serious y'all take that shit?
Man, I was trying to watch my show. It was like 24 back in the day. Did you ever watch 24?
Nope.
Man, that was a serious one there.
I won't even watch
I used to have
24 now.
The 8-foot by 8-foot projector. We'd watch 24.
I wouldn't even watch 24 if it was divided by 2. It fucking sucks. You don't want to laugh at that? It's right up your fucking alley. Corny bullshit humor.
No, so everybody, here's my new table. Oh, what you think? Oh, nobody's going to answer me? Fuck you guys.
Oh, you're talking about us?
I was talking to the listeners, and nobody answered me.
Well, wonder why.
It's like doing a comedy show on Zoom.
That would have worked.
We're not going to do it, right? So I can
no,
go ahead and
no.
cancel
Everybody has told me.
and go ahead and cancel
what
that?
happened with the URL.
What happened? I emailed it to you twice.
Oh, was that? Oh, I was supposed to be the one to share it. Oh, that's right. Okay, drop the ball. Now we know.
So
Glenn's fault.
Been distracted.
It cost Johnny $14.99, man.
God, I am just a fucking leech on our friendship.
Jesus, $14.99.
Not to mention, I ate a brownie and a third of a can of Pringles.
Freaking
You know,
mooch.
God, I know, right? You know what? When this is done, Johnny, I'm gonna do the world a favor. Just go waste one bullet, buddy.
Don't even waste the bullet. Look, look, do me a favor. Just
for $14.95, I will give you a bullet.
no, not for $14.95.
Oh, cheaper?
Our friendship is worth way more than that.
Oh, I thought you were about to say you were gonna give me at that apocalypse discount of 27
No, look,
cents.
I mean, I got some center blocks out there, and there's only like $1.83 a piece.
I really don't want that. That sounds like a really slow and painful way to go.
Drowning? That's what I was getting at.
Oh, I thought you meant
Tie
like
it to your foot.
I thought you were gonna do it like they did in Salem and just keep throwing them on my chest until I fucking die of suffocation.
No, I would do that with turds.
Screaming I was a witch.
If I was going to do it like that, I'd have a bunch of people shit on you.
What?
Literally, shit on your face.
You know how many people would pay good money to shit on my face?
They would.
Yeah, I know, right?
I've been saving up for a while.
Well, that's why he plays the stock
September
market.
5th, speaking of saving up, they changed the Chappelle Rogan show to September 5th.
They had to push a lot of stuff back. They had to push a lot of shit back.
Are they still going to honor the tickets?
Yeah. They better. I ain't buying them again.
Right?
They ain't giving my money back for the first set neither. So.
Oh, man, you want to talk about some fucked up shit? Because of the social distancing thing, this friend of mine's kid earned a trip to New York.
Okay.
With grades and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, then they paid for, of course, parents got to pay something. And they ended up paying like $2,000 for this fucking trip.
Mm-hmm.
Non-refundable. And they're not rescheduling this trip for them.
How's it not?
That's
Who
what
they pay $2,000 to?
Is
that the air?
To the school.
Fuck you, school.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
School can eat a dick. Give me my money back.
Well, no, that's what I told him. I'm like, oh, man, I'd have to burn that motherfucker down.
Well, like my friend had a similar issue. Her son, they were right before the quarantine shit happened. They were all in London. And they canceled half of it, flew them home. And she's still waiting for a refund from, and it's not actually the school, it's whoever they booked all their stuff from. You have to
like
wait for
Rainbow Travel is a
Right.
booking agency. Okay, it was not necessarily Rainbow Travel, but
Right.
Right.
But, a travel agent of some sort.
right.
But she's still waiting for a refund. I talked to her like 3 days ago.
I got a phone call from Spirit Airlines because I went to the Florida trip a few weeks back. Yeah, it was right when the Corona thing started, and I could have lied and said something because I missed one flight, and then I got on the other. But anyway, I could have gotten like the whole fucking trip free if I'd have just fucking told them, oh yeah, my whole plans got fucked up with Corona. I'm just not I don't fuck people over. I don't give a fuck how much money they make. I just no, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
because
I
I
get
saw
it.
several people were like, oh, watch this, and they're doing it while we're waiting to get on the flight. Just fucking people over left and right, and I'm like, that's where you want to be when this shit all comes to a head. Is
This where you want to be when Jesus comes back, young
well,
man?
no, I mean it's just
That's
a matter
right.
of you don't want to be fucking people over. Like these people have gotten shitty. The fuck did you just pull up on there? What is that?
Uh-oh, it's lagging. Talk again, Glenn. Yeah, it's lagging a little bit.
Yeah,
Is it because of the internet?
I think so.
I got to put some more RAM in this new. I got a new computer for us too.
You can dance if you wanna,
You can leave your cares behind,
but if your friends don't dance,
and if you don't dance,
what is this? A Where's Walt? Oh, that's fucking funny. It just dawned on me what it was. It's a Where's Waldo and like social distancing and he's on every page. Oh my God.
Oh man, did you see that Where's Waldo 360
Yes.
edition? I shared it.
I think I saw it from somebody else's, but I'm like,
Hey, you should have seen me on the shitter going.
You twirl on the shitter?
I was trying to.
Oh.
Couldn't find Waldo.
mm-mm.
So I just had to cut and white and get up and go outside.
But no, so do you, okay, so my question,
That's fucking funny.
it is funny, but my question to you is has this, like, does it surprise you how everybody's acting?
Like, what do you mean?
They're acting like it's the fucking end of the world.
Who?
The world.
Everybody.
90,
No,
I'd
hold on a
say,
second. Out of the people that you know, who do you know that's acting like that? Or is it everything you're seeing on TV?
no, I'm seeing my friends and family that are doing shit like, oh, well, I got to go to the store, and they're going to the store more often, and then, but I mean, even if it's positive changes where they're finally getting their yard together, because there's a lot of good-looking yards in fucking Keithville now.
That's the new thing that the Broadmoor Facebook page is taking up to bitching about is people are messing around in their yards too much. It's too much noise. There's too
That's
much
what-
noise going on. Too many projects. I hear too many saws and too many lawnmowers.
Shit, that's all I hear
It's
in my
gross.
neighborhood. I
Shit,
don't
well,
care.
you heard about that guy shooting at the lawn guys over there off of Dean Road.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like
Was it lawn people he was shooting
Yeah, he
at?
was shooting at the guy mowing the fucking grass for the apartment complex.
Oh my God.
Just keeping him away.
Is that the one where the guy ended up shooting the cop or whatever?
Yes. Called the cops because of the lawnmower service and then shot the cop.
The one that took off running into the woods they found
Yes.
later that day or the next day or whatever?
Yes. Over them
Over them
mowing.
cutting grass.
Yes.
I told you my story about me and that old man.
Yes.
People get fucking crazy when they hear loud noise.
I ain't gonna lie
Especially
to you.
early in the morning.
Well, shit, my neighbors that have to deal with it. I crank my race car at fucking 9 o'clock in the morning. They can kiss my ass. And they're like, the guy came out yesterday and he was like, y'all ain't even racing right now. So, I own this.
Right?
Y'all ain't even racing. Okay.
You better watch out. Y'all keep on not letting me get to a dirt track and I'll start running this motherfucker around the driveway.
Shit,
A big old circle drive.
That'd be funny.
My neighbor works on cars, like, every time, like, I mean, you can hear him because his garage is, like, right here by my freaking room. You just hear him banging on shit, and I'm like, great, he's working on shit. It's 8:30 in the morning. I wanted to get up this early.
I bet you're a pleasant neighbor to have.
My neighbors actually love me.
I'm sure they do.
They really do.
I wasn't being sarcastic at all.
Yeah.
No, really. She seems delightful.
Screw you.
You are delightful. See, you give her a compliment.
No, what the problem is she knows how delightful she really is. And she's like, this dude's being a fuckhole.
Oh, well, I can't. That's guilt. That has nothing to do with me.
It's guilty conscience.
That's what that is.
So, CBD.
Yes.
What can we talk about?
Yeah.
Cannabis with love?
Absolutely.
on Uri Drive,
Absolutely.
where you can get all your CBD needs. So now you have given me some of that that
pain
pain cream.
cream.
That shit's fantastic. I don't know if you've ever like had aches and pains.
It's right behind
Yeah, I
me.
think it's on the floor actually.
Wait, what?
So it's this lotion, CBD pain cream.
I'm full of pain right now.
It's really good for like your joints and shit. It's like a
Well,
Bengay.
I'm going to let the camera see it first. Can you get a good picture
You
of
should
that?
get
You'd have to
probably-
move it in closer.
Yeah, get a
'cause
little
There you
closer.
go.
That's it, right there.
The CBD pain cream from Cannabis with Love on Uri Drive.
This shit is awesome.
It
Would
is.
you like to try some?
Well, not if you're
Not a
gonna.
sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Just a fan?
Not a sponsor. But I do work there.
Yeah,
It's
just a
awesome.
fan. Yeah.
How much do you use?
Just a little dab will do you, and then I recommend like sticking your hand underneath that water cooler and rinsing your hands off so you
Why?
don't rub your eye.
Yeah, because if you rub your eye or something,
Yeah, you
it's
gonna feel it.
burn.
Yeah, you gonna remember that
Because
shit.
that menthol in it.
But yeah, that shit works pretty good.
Well, the
That
other
shit's great.
day I was trying to convince myself that I was a bigger, stronger man than I am.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you try to do?
Oh.
Pick up something?
Huh?
Pick up something?
Yeah, like today I brought home. What did I bring home, Gabby? Like this fucking 15-foot long deck made out of giant wood, and it ends up being, has to be every bit of 400 fucking pounds.
Oh, Jesus.
That it. I like the tingle.
Yeah.
The tingle's good. You don't want to jack off with that though.
No.
No, that's not jacking.
I don't think you'd want to like rub that on and scratch your asshole either.
Mm-mm. We actually had a woman that would put it a little too far down.
Right there. There's a woman that what?
No, there was a woman who, she was putting it on her back,
Right.
and she put it a little too far down, and it started seeping down her butt crack.
As she kind of sweat a little bit.
And she was like, do you have a bathroom? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
count
I
this
have to
door
go
as
wipe
one,
my ass.
If you count this door as one, it's the third one on the left.
So
Have at it.
and y'all have all sorts of other crazy shit too, like the y'all have like bath salts and
Bath salts, bath bombs, soap, perfumes. We have the CBD oil itself, which you would do sublingual, meaning under the tongue, twice a day, morning and night. We have a foot cure for people that are diabetic. When their feet get scaly and they get ulcers and stuff because they don't take care of their feet because they're diabetic.
right.
It helps keep them like smooth.
Okay.
It smells like coconut. It smells fantastic.
What's the benefits of the bath salts?
For relaxation.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any like joint pain or
Well, when you're soaking in it,
Anti-inflammatory.
it's gonna help with when it gets into your bloodstream. When you're soaking in it,
right.
it's gonna help like with your muscle aches and things like that. And then we have one that has lavender in it.
That's
and
the sleepy time
that's
stuff,
sleepy
right?
time.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Lavender is
I-
also an aphrodisiac for men.
What is lavender? I used to jerk off with lavender shampoo, and I didn't remember it until my wife bought some lavender shampoo, and then I was like, I'm like a kid again.
Oh God.
Oh.
That's
It's good.
awesome.
It's
Too
good.
much,
It's
yeah.
good to know.
Yeah,
It's good to know.
yeah.
It's good stuff.
It's funny that whenever you smell scents from back in the day, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Look at me. I'm like a boy.
There's an eggplant cream that's good for.
You gave me some of that I've been
Yeah, on your
using on here,
face.
and it hasn't done shit yet
Well-
for me, unfortunately. But nothing has, so don't feel bad.
Right.
See, I get that right here on the corners, and I use a sugar scrub.
And
The only
we have that
Exfoliate
too.
it and let it. What it is it's an extreme dry skin.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, nothing has worked on this. Nothing. Like I've done medicines that people have given me, that doctors have given me, that nurses have given me. I tried that stuff. I've tried that silver cream. The only thing that worked, and it quit working, was the Dove Men's Deep Clean Facial Cleanser. It worked.
Have
and
you
then
ever
it-
tried
and then it
one of those
quit.
soaps that doesn't have like detergents in it?
Yeah, I tried that Sasquatch soap.
Yeah?
That stuff, I love that soap, but it just, it went too fast.
So I have a question. Like I have vascular disease in my legs. My legs dry out really bad. I have to wear hose all the way up to my knees.
Mhm.
But they're also very painful. The skin is not. It's not reacting well. You got something that moisturizes, alleviates.
I would
pain
actually
and-
suggest you. I think you walked out, but
Yeah.
it's the foot cure. It was done for people that are diabetic,
Mhm.
but they when their legs hurt, they rub it because of the CBD that's in it. They rub it on their legs at night, and it helps them.
There you go.
She also came out with the terpene candies. We have one for sleep, one for pain, one for energy, one for relaxation and focus. And let me
Now,
tell
is
you,
it just
when school was still in session, the teachers wanted the Lime OG.
That's the one that you focus with.
It's the relaxation and focus, so they could
Yeah.
deal with all them kids. Because
Yeah.
let me tell you, I couldn't be a teacher.
But that
Yeah.
doesn't have anything but just the CBD, right?
Yeah.
No, there's no CBD in the candy because CBD
Oh, that's
edibles
right.
are
That's
illegal
right.
in
That's
Louisiana.
right. That's right.
So it's terpene, which is the essential oil off the plant itself, but there's no THC, no CBD.
And
Yeah.
y'all were selling that THC smokable, or that not THC, but the CBD smokable stuff for a while there too, and y'all had to stop that.
Yes.
I tried that shit, and it reminded me of high school. Tasted like fucking Mexican dirt weed. That's what it tasted like, man. It was fucking nasty.
I never tried it.
I tried, and I made it about halfway through, and I was like, man, this fucking tastes like shit.
So do you have one for like? Do you have one for like inflammation?
The CBD oil.
Yeah, well, no, just the oil.
Yeah.
You have it
that-
where it
Garbage
doesn't
on.
taste like garbage.
Well, there's a
There's
regular,
peppermint in
which I don't recommend because our
Just tastes
base
like-
is like an olive oil.
It tastes like
Oh.
greens.
But there's peppermint, strawberry, lemon sherbet, and grapefruit.
Are they
Boom.
reasonably affordable?
Well, the bottle itself is 2 ounce. It lasts an entire month. You take it twice a day, and it's like $80.
And that cream is about the same. It's about $80 right
we
there.
actually we have 2 sizes now.
What size is that
This is a 4 ounce, but it comes in a little jar now.
one? Okay.
Because people were having trouble with the pump.
Okay.
But the 4 ounce is $69, and the 8 ounce is $100.
Yeah, and I can vouch for that. That shit right there works great.
Well, no,
When you got aches and pains and
No,
nicks and bruises
I
and
put
shit.
it- I-
Yeah.
My mom uses it.
I was having trouble rotating my elbow a minute ago.
Yeah, no, it's been gay amped up.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Damn, son, your hands are fucking cutting. You been playing with a cat?
No,
Watching
so-
Tiger King?
So, that was it. Fuck you, Kathy. Whatever her fucking name is.
Yeah.
Carol.
Carol Baskin.
Yeah, whatever. No, so I'm out there in my yard.
Show everybody your hand. Look at this shit. Out there in his yard.
I'm out there in my yard, and I'm like, Gabby's laughing at me because I got a sawzall. So I'm just killing shit, you know. And all of a sudden,
Here we
they
go.
they go run an errand, and they come back, and I was push mowing around the part where it gets wet, real super soggy. So I'm push mowing that, and when they came up, it looked like I had been attacked by a wolverine. My whole arm is I'm just dripping blood. I had no idea that I had been got. Like I was like, oh, I just hit a thorn bush. No, so I go over there and look, and it's this fucking tree. It's as big around as my fucking arm, and it's just covered from the base, just in fucking spines. It's like everything they told you, you know,
Yep.
pedophile dicks look like when we were kids. You
Yep.
know, like, yeah, those spiny bastards will get you. And then, so I said, okay, you hit Drew first blood, so I'm going to kill this motherfucker. And I got the saws on, I kill it. And while it starts bleeding too, but it's bleeding fire ants that live in this fucking tree.
Oh, no.
And I look at Gabby and I'm like, this is fucking Satan's tree. I was like, kill it. Well, then me and him, before we were running late here anyway. And the reason we were running late is we were surveying. We've all been doing a lot of yard work, trying to just really get the place pretty for summer, so that way we'll never go out there because it's 100 degrees.
Sounds about right.
And
But it's
so,
got to look pretty.
That's
yeah,
true.
but it'll look great. And so Gabby was doing a lot of brush work, and then we realized that we have an overabundance of these godforsaken devil's dick trees. They're everywhere on this property. And I looked at Gabby and I'm like, oh, we're just going to go get some diesel. We're just going to burn the whole fucking
Yep,
place down.
Scorched earth.
What I tell you is like, we're going to do like Rome did with Carthage. Just burn it to the ground and start over.
Man, I fucking hate fire ants.
Hey, I boiled crawfish for the first time.
How'd it turn out?
Oh, fantastic. Everybody loved them.
Did you dump ice on them?
Huh?
Did you dump ice on them after you boiled them?
No.
That's what I've always been told to do. I've done it a couple times, and you take a 10-pound bag of ice when they're done boiling. You dump a bag of ice on top of that hot ass water, and it makes all the makes everything suck up in there.
Yeah.
Does something
I-
weird.
It makes what it does is it finishes the process of getting the meat away from the shell.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
That's why they do it with boiled shrimp, is because it just it seals the deal. It causes
Okay.
shrinkage in the meat.
Yeah, now I can see where ice causes shrinkage in the meat. Happens to me every winter.
When we go ice fishing,
Well, you
you
have to
can't convince him that if the hole's just big enough for your dick to get in, once it hits that water and ice, they're not going to see the worm anyway. And he just sits there, and his little butt just pumps up and down,
I try.
and he never gets a fish.
Try.
He's never caught one.
I,
Next year, I think this is your year, buddy.
I've caught a nut, but I ain't never caught a fish. I was reading a thing today where it said all erections should be like clicky pins, where they go inside of the body until they're ready to be used.
You know what? I got an interesting text message from someone
God.
where they sent me a
God.
message that said, "I wish I could come on command," and I'm like, it's 9:30 in the morning, and that's when I started realizing
Happy Easter to you too.
that people are just they're losing their minds.
I did read today where I don't ever want to see anybody repost I'll spend a year in a cabin alone for $1 million bullshit. Because you can't spend 5 days alone at your house without going crazy.
Well, see, I'm not going crazy. I have a very great way of, I can keep myself busy, but my parents are driving me up the fucking wall. Dad was out there washing his car in a rainstorm, all of them, because he's
That's
piled
free
them.
water.
Yeah, he's just out there scrubbing. And he's like, "Hey, you could be rinsing." I'm like, "God's doing a great job." Like,
What was this, yesterday?
no.
No. This must have been.
Oh, no, this motherfucker. Sorry, Dad, not motherfucker, but this guy.
Well, I mean,
He doesn't watch.
well, no.
No,
How did
technically.
you get here?
I don't know. You'd have to ask my mother.
He fucked your mother, so that makes him a motherfucker.
Fair enough.
There you go.
The verdict's still out.
All right, motherfucker.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Dad.
Yeah.
I
Carl.
I told you that joke, right? Yeah, I've told you that joke. I'm not
Well,
gonna do it again.
so Dad goes out there and he was weed eating for 4 hours and passed out. And then I told him, I said,
Oh, you
maybe,
told me about
yeah, I
this.
said,
Yeah,
maybe we
yeah,
should
yeah.
take it easy,
Yeah.
Dad. And he went out the next day and mowed
Got
5 more
yards,
acres.
yeah.
He's a fucking asshole.
Motherfucker.
You don't know my dad too well. So what else about this?
CBD? Man,
Yeah, she's got a mouthful of cookie.
Got a mouthful
Wait.
of cookie
yeah,
over here.
it's great. Yeah, good job. And then Gab, the first time Gab's on point with the camera,
Yeah.
he makes sure he nails.
All
So
good, no biggie.
So, but no, I took the CBD oil for a while there. It's pretty good.
That's
Which-
that
which one did you
that
take?
CBD that you gave me. Like, I guess, I don't know. Can you have a, let me ask you this, because this might be a stupid question. I don't want to sound like an ignorant ass.
There's no stupid questions.
Okay, so, for instance, like when I go in for, like, surgery and shit
Mhm.
like that, I have a very high tolerance to alcohol and sedatives to put me to sleep. And so, like, every time I've taken CBD, I'll up the milligram and still feel like a month or so into it, nothing.
Well, it doesn't get you high.
No, but I'm talking about, like, no inflammation. The swelling hasn't gone down in the joints. The joints don't feel any better. And I'm wondering, can you have, like, just a natural, where your body's just not receptive to some things?
And some people it does not work on.
Right.
Yeah, I'm assuming you can.
Um,
Obviously.
but I mean it's
Well, I
I
mean,
would
I think
say
it's
probably
it's a justified question.
15,
no,
20% of the population that it just does not work on. It doesn't relieve their pain. I've got people that come in there and have bone on bone pain and take it and come back, like they come in barely walking.
Well, no, my mom has rheumatoid arthritis,
and-
osteoarthritis.
And we have one for arthritis. It's the one with the turmeric in it. That one's actually $95 because it has, the turmeric in it, but it's specifically for joint pain.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, no, that's what
with
I'm
the
saying.
arthritis and
She
stuff.
has amazing results with it. She
With
has
the CBD.
Yeah, amazing results. She acts like a whole different person.
Mm-hmm.
She got overheated too yesterday.
Oh.
They just don't get that heat and old are really bad bedfellows.
Man, it's Louisiana.
I'm gonna tell you right now though, my arm feels great.
Doesn't it?
I know what it was. I deadlifted yesterday, and I wanted to see how far I could go, and I only have 285 pounds worth of weights. So so I deadlifted, and I think I just stretched that left arm out a little longer because I'm real strong in my right arm.
I bet. Especially grip strength.
The grip alone,
Yeah.
especially with this finger. Oh, so then I was playing a card game where you have to slap. And
Egyptian rat screw?
yeah, that's it.
I love that game.
It's a great game. And so anyway,
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
oh, we'll have to play it. You'll love it. You like to hurt people.
You don't hurt anybody. You just slap the cards. He's being anyway.
Well,
Oh,
no,
damn,
the way
I wanted
we
to slap
play.
him. That's fucked up.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you. So anyway,
You might not want to do that.
when I was
Turn the rings
slapping,
around.
I was like, fuck, I busted a blood vessel on the tip of my finger. And he goes, Glenn, stretch your finger out. I'm like, oh, yeah, real funny.
Yeah,
You're like, because it just hangs. It's a fuck. I hate it. It's the ugliest part of my body.
Well,
So what happened to your finger?
oh, here we go.
I have a cousin that got married to a very big man that got drunk. And he got a little unruly. And so I went out there to handle the unruliness of it. And he said the phrase, you ain't never got a cowboy like me. That's when he went down on the ground, Your Honor. And that's when you heard my finger go snap, followed by me going, I do believe he's broke my motherfucking finger. And my cousin was like, oh, God, he's going to kill you now. Like me. No. He was drunk. Families, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It was like Jerry Springer, but I didn't get any kind of royalties for this fucking finger. And not to mention, whenever we got it fixed, that's as good as it gets, and the doctor's like, I'm sorry.
It is called a practice.
I mean, like, I could deal with a lot, but it's just like, I wish it would just straighten back out. But it's gotten a
Where's
lot.
my hammer?
No, it's
It's
got.
under my feet.
Yeah,
It's
we
got-
can
you got,
straighten
like-
that bitch out right now.
Well, so you got a lot of scar tissue right here in the knuckle that'll work out over time, I'm hoping. It's been over a year, so probably not.
Put some CBD cream on it, maybe it'll loosen up, man.
They did the same thing
no
happened to my
idea.
dad when my dog broke his finger,
Yeah.
and they went to reset it. Like he was supposed to go back a week later, and he went, and they're like, "Oh, well, you don't have an appointment." So they pushed it off another week, and the doctor comes in. He's like, "Well, why didn't you come see me last week?" I was like, "We were here. Y'all said he didn't have an appointment and sent him on his way."
I went over
And then
there.
it was too. I mean, his ring finger was like this.
Well, I
Ain't
went
that a
in
bitch?
there the day after this got done, and I saw his partner, whoever he shares the office with,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, well, I'm a foot specialist, not a hand specialist. Wait for Dr.
So-and-so.
Dr.
Dr.
So-and-so
Hand
from
Specialist.
Yeah.
Dr. So-and-so from Williams Knighton Health Facilities.
You know what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Long story short, I get in there the next week whenever I was appointed, and he's like, oh, you waited too long.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck do you mean I waited? He might be a foot specialist, but he's a phalange expert.
Thank you.
And so somebody was like, oh, Glenn, you could have owned part of that.
I'm
But-
sure their lawyers are really good.
Yeah, they're real good. They're a lot better than
And
what I
again,
can
but
afford.
they
It
also
is
have
called a
medical
practice.
malpractice. So I mean,
But I mean, the thing is once, I mean, like, in all reality, I put my hand in a bear trap, so that's what happens.
Glenn and his finger.
So
I've
but
heard
there,
more about that
we also
finger.
have sex cream.
I was about to ask you if y'all had sex cream. That's really what was on my head. I was like, so do they have some kind of CBD lube?
So what's the
it-
sex cream for?
Well,
for
well,
sex.
obviously. I mean, hello.
Is it
Stupid
edible?
It is
okay.
it is edible.
Okay.
It comes in 4 different flavors.
What are those?
That would be watermelon,
Okay.
blueberry, strawberry, and peppermint.
All right.
You know, I mean, it's fucking edible. I mean, come on. You know
No,
what to
yeah,
do
I
with
know where
it.
you're putting it.
Because I know every time I've ever wanted to eat vagina, I've thought, boy, I'm craving toothpaste. That's what I'm...
A1 on it.
But it's also
Heinz
it's like a
57.
warming, tingling sensation for both
Heinz
of you because you
69.
That is a dangerous...
because you can put it on your dick, and then when she climbs on top of your ass and motion whatnot.
Now, how much is the sex cream?
It's actually $15.
It's cheap.
It's a little pod like so.
Oh, so it's a single use?
Well, no, because a little goes a long way.
I've been saying that for years.
Not in
got-
that aspect.
You got 3 kids.
Well, a little goes a long way.
Either that or you're a powerful shot, Donald. That is...
That's a
You got
powerful
fantastic
shot right there, buddy.
aim.
I must have terrible aim. 34, no fuck trophies.
living the dream, buddy. Living the dream.
Oh yeah, it is the dream. God.
Jesus, I broke it again.
Broke it again.
I've been holding it up with my hand this whole time. I'm not joking. I'm gonna put a bigger.
I'm really okay. So what I'm gonna say is we're gonna lose our followers over the age of 65. Then
Lord, here we go.
and we
Due to Corona.
so the other day
Probably.
We're gonna lose my dad. He don't listen.
When it first comes out, Gabby's sitting there and I'm on the porch, and of course I'm laughing to the point where I'm crying, and it's got to be something that's really god awful and that God probably frowns upon.
To make you laugh.
Okay.
Yeah. And what it was is it was just this never-ending video of these really ancient people all in the same nursing home. So this person that filmed this went, he's spreading it in there. And they're all like, stay inside for me. And I'm like, no, I won't even come and visit you. I'm not staying inside for grandparents.
Mm-mm.
No, I got shit to do.
I got things to do.
Oh, Mom, like the reason we did that garden? The reason we did that garden was Mom went to the store and they didn't have any dry beans or rice, and it freaked her out. And she said it's the first time that's ever happened.
Oh yeah.
Since she was,
Yeah.
since, I guess the Great Depression.
Man, I was talking to my wife the other day about beans, and I was like, at least you don't have to pick gravel out of them anymore. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, you used to have to. I remember when I was a kid, you had to take your beans, and before you soaked them, you had to dig through there and make sure there wasn't any gravel in there. And she was like, no, the fuck you didn't. And I was like, yeah, yeah, you did. And she was like, no. Where were you buying beans from? And I was like, the fucking grocery store. And she was like, no. So she called her mom. Her mom was like, never had to do that ever in my life. I called my mom, and she was like, yeah, we had to do it all the time. She was like, I used to do it so much, I still check for gravel and beans. And I'm like, what the fuck? How are these two different worlds? How do we have two different bean worlds here?
Well, did you ever peel purple holes?
I have.
Yeah, I don't think any kids ever lived a summer or a childhood that their fingers haven't been dyed purple. Where they're just sitting there just do it, and then your grandma gets on to you because you can't do it as fast as she can.
Laughing at you.
And she's like, look at you. Who picks the end of it off? It's ridiculous.
We used to have to do, not have to, but we'd go, there was an empty lot across the street from my grandmother's house that had blackberries in it. We used to go pick them blackberries. And I remember the first time I went over there, I was like, all right, let's go. Went running over there in sandals and shorts. Fucking looked like your hand. I got ripped up by that shit, man.
So Gabby's learning about the local flora.
Okay.
Local flora.
Of Louis. Like he tried a honeysuckle for the first time today.
All right. Yeah.
And then he saw that we have all these blackberries. We just have a shitload of them along our fences. And I was telling him, like, don't eat the green ones. Like, they're not ready. But then I was telling him, we were pointing out, he goes, I've never seen poison sumac. And I'm like, well, let me show you, because I'm allergic to all of it.
Let's go dive in here.
And I was like, see, that over there, that's poison sumac. And that's poison ivy. And that's poison oak. And I was like, and when y'all burn this bonfire that y'all been building up, it's as big as, like, Aggies are going to start congregating in our fucking yard. It's so fucking... Like, Gabby pulled up a fucking tree. It's bigger than him. I don't know how he got it to the burn pile because it was a far off way. But, I mean...
I told you about my burn pile with Blanchard that I had, didn't I?
Yeah.
I ended up catching part of the tree on fire that was 60 feet above it.
Oh, yeah.
Realism,
Oh, no,
45
no.
feet.
Whenever we light this motherfucker up, Johnny, they're going to think that we lit the beacons of Gondor.
Anything above it.
Yeah, no.
No
I'm a big-
trees.
No, I'll invite you over because it'll be like my birthday. I'm turning 35. It's got a new goal. I'm trying to get down to 220 before I turn 35. Start off right, maybe
When's your
quit
birthday?
smoking. July 1st.
Okay.
What's your current weight?
252.
Okay.
But I've also lost a shitload already, so
Right,
I don't know
yeah,
how
we
much of
discussed
this-
that earlier.
I don't know how much of this is saggy skin or, like I'm really hoping that with all this corona and stuff that commercials will need somebody to just I'm just going to dye my saggy body black and be like hefty, 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 knock John Cena out of a job.
You could do the...
No, he's got the Experian job right now.
I'm not going to lie to you. If I was John Cena, I'd I would have been terrible in life. I'd have just stared at myself constantly. Just never left the fucking mirror. No, just the fact that.
Can't see me.
Because you know what? No, what gets me about people like that is he's like, he's a good-looking guy, but then like when he takes his shirt off, there's nothing that makes you go, oh, well, that's a terrible quality. Like you expect like giant nipples. You know what I'm saying? And it's just normal. And he's nice. He's nice.
You can leave it on him.
Oh yeah. But he's a nice guy. Do you ever? So when did you get into CBD and selling that? And
I actually was a customer before I went to work for her, and she ended up doing a re-grand opening after the incident with the pre-rolls and the police.
Did I hear about that?
yeah, on the news.
That's who. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my boss. But no, she did a re-grand opening on 420, and I actually walked in there, and she's like, "I'm so glad you walked in here." And I was like, "What's up?" She's like, "I need your help." I was like, "Okay."
Well,
You
no,
want a job.
my mom's been preaching it's good. Of course, I lived in California for almost 2 years, so we'd done it before. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it was a different breed of shit you could smoke out there too.
Right.
Yeah, but were you?
No, I'm talking about I tried it all to try to get, because the problem is with vascular disease, it's similar, because a lot of people accuse me of having the beatus, and I don't. And but like I get extreme leg fatigue, poor circulation, but I'm a vein grower. 2% of the population grow their veins back after they've been stripped, and I am part of that 2%. 3 times I've grown these motherfuckers
He's
back.
a vein
Oh,
grower.
damn.
They grow worse. They were as big as 50-cent pieces in my fucking hips.
Now Gabby knows the humor in that, so
Yeah, I know. It's something about dicks and him
Vein
being
grower.
gay and Filipino. We get it.
no, it has nothing to do with him being Filipino
Jesus.
or gay. It's just talking about vein growing.
Main vein growing?
The blue vein.
Got it. Gabby, you fucked a blue vein before? Disgusting.
Disgusting.
I draw the line at fucking Smurfs. That is just unacceptable behavior. But no, I hear that it's all good. Like, I bet, man, the edibles though, that was fun shit.
Yes. Yes.
Guy would give you a,
Yes.
yeah, that was.
I fucking love that.
Well, no, you can ask him. We worked together. We're both managers in Walmart, and I'd never had edibles before. And me being that guy that's like, I can do anything. I fucking slept for 3 days, and Gabby had to tell them all.
That'd been funny if you ate a handful and went to work.
Absolutely.
So what else?
I've done
do
that
you-
plenty of times.
What else y'all got? I mean, do you work there? You just
I do work
speaking
there,
on
but I
'em, or
haven't
just
been there in a couple of weeks because
because of Corona.
Well, that and because my mother's a nurse who actually works in a nursing home, so I didn't want to be potentially bringing home something to her and then her, going to work.
Right.
Because, I mean, her patients are like, 80, 90 years old, most of them. And
Well, I was joking about not giving a shit about old people.
no, I feel you.
I mean,
Some of those people are mean as shit in that nursing home, man.
there was this one lady. She volunteered when my grandmother went in. She had Alzheimer's, and when she went in there was this sweet woman there, and she got up every morning. She put her makeup on, and her brain sharp as a tack. She was sharp as all shit. She was great. And I said, how old is she? She said, 97. She's 97, but she couldn't walk as good as she wanted to. But, I mean, the thing is, that's how, I mean, if I'm going to live that long, that's how I want to be. I don't want to be that one guy that's just in the bed and you're just sitting there knowing that like, that's sad to me. It's a horrible way to go. But, I mean, I was telling my nephew, because in the background, I was talking to my brother because he's on lockdown because he's in the Navy. They ain't letting shit happen.
Man, everybody's got to.
No, they canceled
Deal with it.
drill for National Guard. My kid couldn't even go to drill like 2 weeks ago. They're like, nope, stay home.
Well, like, they canceled our racing because I race cars too. They canceled that, and of course the race car drivers were bitching because they're like, well, you can't catch Corona at 80 miles an hour. And I'm like, yeah, but it's the people that are sitting there to watch you. Well, we don't need fans. That's why it's called a fan sport. It's sporting event.
Yeah.
Man, but there was one racetrack that they fucking did it. It wasn't
Without
illegal.
fans?
Oh no, they fucking
Y'all are doing something without fans.
Yeah, tomorrow was Wednesday.
Yeah. Shit, fuck. I got one scheduled to come out Wednesday. Should I put this one out tomorrow?
Yeah, you
I got
can.
COVID 2 scheduled to come out Wednesday.
Oh
Damn,
no, that's
that
fine.
sucks.
It'll all work. It's passed, but it'll.
Yeah.
So basically, what we're gonna do is everybody's been saying that we all need to try to do our part to entertain these bored fucking people, and so we're gonna do a live. It's a Facebook Live thing out of Fairfield Studios, where it's me and David Allen. We're gonna come up there and we're gonna do our jokes. I want to do a pre thing on it though, where I'm dressed like Donald Trump. And I'll walk up and I'll be like, look, this is more of a comedy address, not a political address.
Not a State of the Union?
Yeah, it's not a State of the Union. What I'm going to tell you is that this is a one-sided conversation. I'm going to tell my jokes, probably chuckle myself up, and I'm hoping we're all laughing together. Please send your love and your LOLs and shit like that. And if you're sending meanie faces, at least tag yourself in them so we know who the fuck we're pissing off and not to invite you back to anything we do again. See? She likes that. It's going to be good. Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is
He's talking to me.
we've had a lot of people that were, they're pretty excited about it. I'm not as nervous about the medium. Like when me and you were talking about doing Zoom meetings and shit like that for comedy, it's not as much me. And I'm not bragging, but as long as I've been doing it, I'm used to people not listening to me when I speak. So
What'd you say?
Exactly.
Was he the one that got on to Jacqueline's husband? Was he the one on stage?
No, that was Drew, I believe.
How dare you
Yes, that
convince
was Drew.
Yeah, don't ever confuse me.
No, I don't think she was. I don't think none of us were in there. As a matter of fact, we were all outside. We were at the last open mic at Bears.
Oh, okay.
And a friend of ours and her husband came out because that was when my sister was here. You were sick or something.
No, it was probably about Dallas.
No, it was Drew.
Moving to Dallas, packing, going to Dallas.
Nah, old boy was talking.
Kept talking.
I know.
What'd you say?
Said I was talking about me, motherfucker, going to Dallas.
Oh no, I want to say I don't think you were in Dallas, were you? You told me you were sick.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, you were just
packing for Dallas.
Packing.
Oh.
Anyway, hold on.
Somebody's up on the code, by the way. They messaged me.
Of course they are. Everybody's up on the code.
Our fans they're smart.
Yeah, no, we're stupid, and somebody said it out loud. Our fans are smart, but we're fucking idiots. Is what the problem is. But no, he was talking. And
Cabby,
Drew
can you
said
look that
something
up?
to
Are
him.
we idiots?
I mean, that's gonna come up in the predictive search.
Glenn and Johnny are indeed idiots.
Yeah.
But if we do it, Johnny and Glenn, not idiots.
Comes up lovers that way. Weird.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You know how he's always talking about going camping.
Mm-hmm.
Best fire start on the planet are these two faces rubbing together.
I figured we'd scissor like those chicks do
Okay.
and see what kind of friction we can get.
We could probably about
Good luck with that.
2 or 3 bumps in that and just be fucking done and
I
pissed
know
off.
I'd be sweating.
Johnny, quit sweating! You're putting the fire out.
Sorry about that. I see smoke. That's from.
It's chafing. That's not smoke.
That's heat rash.
It's fucking rubber burn.
Oh man, we're disgusting. So, what do you really think at the table, man?
I really like it.
It's big as fuck.
I
It
love
is
it.
fucking huge.
I freaking love it.
You were a little on the fence about it last night when it was outside.
Yeah,
She
but
said-
it looks different
She
in
said
here.
it's fucking gigantic. I was
Well,
like,
no, I mean, don't get me wrong. When I walked in the room, it's a big
It fucking-
fucking piece
yeah.
of lumber.
but
Yeah.
it fills the room.
It
Like
did,
I
well,
wanted
no
to do.
shit, it fills the room.
It's exactly what I
could've
wanted it to
served
do.
the
It's
Last
almost,
Supper on this
almost
fucking
as big
thing.
as the rug. I just got to figure out what I'm gonna do about the legs.
You know what you should do? You should just get some of those fucking fence posts.
Like 4x4s?
No.
What are you talking like the metal ones?
No,
What are
like
you
the
talking
decorative ones that are like the pillars. It's like a pillar.
about? Okay.
And then, chop them in half and put the 2 ugly sides underneath here, and then the pretty sides down there. And You can do all this fancy shit to make them shiny, and
Oh, it was clear. I'm out of clear coat. You know how many coats this was, and it's still not even like I could probably put 5 more on it.
oh yeah, no, you could do. So did you glue all these pieces individually? No, it came like that.
Yeah, I bought.
And here
They were all supposed to
thought
be.
you had real fucking talent.
They were. I mean, I can do it, but I didn't take the time. They were all supposed to be like this, and Lowe's just fucked up, and I didn't want to wait. So, but they were all supposed to be these little squares, and I think
What
the
I like
table would have
about-
been so much better.
No, it's a beautiful table.
Oh no, thank you. I love it. Don't get it wrong.
I'm actually surprised you went with a light wood though.
I am too, but
'Cause
again,
I know that you really love that dark wood.
yeah. But again, I was trying to lighten up the room.
No
We
pun
already had the
intended.
dark wood back there.
Yeah, it really bounces the
Yeah,
reflect off our
and-
pale skin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to lighten up the room a little bit, and I was in a
I mean,
hurry.
if y'all actually could see Gabby, he looks dark as shit next to this table. Gabby looks like he's
Yeah.
gotten some. Look at that. Yeah, you.
Just put your
He
hand out there, buddy.
He faded 3 shades that day. Yep. See.
Look how dark that
Look
hand
at that.
is.
That is amazing.
That
No, you really did a really
Filipino
great
hand.
job on this.
Thank you. It, like I said, off air, it's got its imperfections. I know it, but I'm happy with it.
Everything has imperfections, though.
I'm very happy.
That's why
with
we
it.
love you.
And the old table is still under here.
I know. I saw that.
Yeah, it's the center support because I have no other place for that table.
No, yeah, but no, you need something. Otherwise, this becomes one of those backyard wrestling tables.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, if I didn't have that, I'd put something else under there. I'm not a total asshole.
N-
But I think I'm gonna put. I think for the legs, I'm either gonna build out with the 1x that I like this to make it all look the same, build squares, and use them as legs, or I'm gonna go get like that gas pipe that people use for tables and shit. It's just basically galvanized steel, and it has threaded.
That'd be
in.
lightweight, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
No, that'd be good
oh yeah,
for moving.
it's not that heavy.
It's cumbersome.
It's not
You
that-
could cut this table in half
like
and
look,
have
it-
2 normal-sized tables.
It's like,
like,
look.
like if you cut it right here,
yeah,
that's
no,
2.
you're right.
We could have had a podcast. My podcast over there, your man cave, and we just sit here and yell at each other from each side of the room.
Speaking of other podcasts, I wonder whatever happened with the mental health one.
Well, I can tell you what happened. So
Mental health went to shit.
no, he was sick, and then when he started feeling better, all this other shit went down, and then we're supposed to be talking about it on Wednesday and get him ironed out, you know. I think that he's more on the fence, and I'm not talking for him. I think he's more on the fence because he feels like he doesn't want it to be a preachy thing, so he's still working on his product that he's delivering out. Because, you know, when you get to talking about mental health and depression, you don't want it to be just a boring medical show.
Well, you know, it's just it's like the self-help books. You got to be real careful when you're doing a self-help book. To not be a
Well, I
total
mean, most of the
douchebag.
time, and I'm not trying to be ugly, most of the people that can write a self-help book have done a really good job of fucking up.
I've always I've never read a self-help book, but I've always wondered if there's ever been a self-help book that's written in the form of the literal form of it. Like, I'm writing this book. I thought about it too, but I don't know if it's ever happened. I'm writing this book to help myself. And you use the writing of the book as what helps change you, and then you publish that.
I know that.
And you either pass or fail. Like, you either change yourself or you fail, and that's what you write about.
Do you believe that people can ultimately change?
I mean,
100%.
certain aspects, yes.
Right, yeah.
Others, no.
Yeah, because there's just some qualities that they're gonna have for fucking ever.
Yeah, but I mean, look, can they control them? There's the question.
Yeah.
Because there's certain things that I don't think is ever going to change for me, but whether or not I can control them is the question.
Yeah.
So, but
So y'all don't have any great Corona deals?
Like, I ain't been at work, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, but they're still. I mean, so what do you?
She's still doing curbside service.
Okay, cool.
Nobody's allowed in the building.
I don't blame them.
how does she get the product?
Stupid ass.
Really?
I mean, if no one's allowed in the building,
This is where you tell him to politely kiss your ass. Don't laugh
that's
at it.
not. Oh, you meant no customers allowed in the building.
Yeah.
My apologies. I got confused.
No, you
My bad.
didn't.
I did.
No.
Didn't
Bullshit.
you, Gabs? Thank
You're
you.
so
See?
full of shit.
He even said
You're
yes.
full of shit.
So you can go online, and that website is.
Well, no, it's not a website because the website's actually down right now. It's being redone. But there's a big, huge billboard like outside, and it has the number on it.
Oh, so you can just call your order in.
Yeah, pretty much. You can call the.
Now y'all do have the ability to take credit cards and
Yep.
stuff like that. Okay.
Hey, if I called at FaceTime, would you let me just browse the store?
What you
That's what they ought
what
to
you
do.
might
is let
wanna
people
tell her
browse stores by
for,
fucking letting
hey,
people FaceTime.
Mother's Day's coming up.
You know
What-
what I mean?
We
Like, you
always
just
do
walk
something
around, hey,
like
turn left.
Valentine's Day.
Alright,
We did a
where we
huge
going?
kit
Just
that
go
had
walk over
like
into the
probably
women's underwear.
$120 worth
Tell me
of
what they
stuff in
smell
it.
like.
And I mean, it was like there was food that
Yeah,
didn't
like
have
an
CBD
internal
or anything
Google
in it, but
There's
it's
two
like a
conversations going on right
chocolate
now, Gabby.
thing that you could dip strawberries in, things like that. It had the sex cream in it. It had candies in it, bath bomb.
Yeah, 'cause I
Off the
think
Strap on.
No.
no, that was the Easter basket.
Oh, that's right. Excuse me.
But no, like for Valentine's Day, there was like probably $120 worth of stuff in a bag, and it was like $60.
Yeah, no. So like Mother's Day.
So we'll.
I'm
do
trying to
something
get a
for
cheap
Mother's
present
Day.
for my mother here.
Well, I mean, what does she like?
There's a lot of things she likes. Is what she can have now.
Okay,
Hey,
what are you willing to spend on your mother for Mother's Day?
I built her.
There's a
real
better question.
No, I
There
built
we
that fucking garden. She ain't getting shit. She'll be lucky if I even look at her.
go. Ooh, we got
Mother's Day.
strawberries in the garden or in the front yard.
Oh, I thought you were
Sister
saying in
has
the
a
fridge. I'm
strawberry-
fucking starving
Sister
here.
has a strawberry plant.
God.
Really?
Yeah, she got it for
Her birthday?
No,
Quarantine?
my mother-in-law got it right before quarantine,
For quarantine.
and she ate her first 2 strawberries off of it yesterday.
Oh, that's
Nice.
cool. Were they good?
She said they were fantastic.
Well, they're hers.
Yes, I mean,
I mean, like if you had to eat one of your children, I'm sure you'd be like, oh my God, they're so good.
you are what you eat. All of my kids eat like shit. Jonah's way too lean. Jonah'd probably be like eating a deer.
Jackson would be
Jackson's
too tough.
Jackson's Wagyu right there, man. That's my guy. He's so soft and just chill. All he does is chill on the couch.
So
He-
you
I think I'd eat
sister?
Jackson. No, man, sister is not even in the question.
Oh, okay. I'm just
No,
saying.
nothing happens to sister.
It cracks me up because when we first pulled up, Gabby's words were, "I've never seen his offspring,"
You never met my kids?
and I
Where
was
are
like,
they? Just playing her out in the backyard?
"No, it was just the small one, the dangerous."
Jonah.
Just donut? That little dude's fucking nuts, man.
That's
Oh
what I
my
told
God.
him.
He's
I
the
said-
crazy one.
I said, "Is there a miniature Johnny running around out there?" And he's like, "No." And I said, "Okay, well then."
It's
I said, "The cool one's not there." I said, "If it's the other one, that one will
Watch
fucking
out.
kill you. He'll
Yeah,
knife you.
he will fuck you up.
He will."
Jonah's crazy. I think that's why
Jonah's-
he's my favorite.
Jonah's nuts.
He's my favorite by
You-
far.
He's man. That there's something. I mean, I make the joke.
Now, I love all of Johnny's kids. Don't get it wrong, but
You're gonna pick favoritisms on this podcast?
absolutely,
Yeah.
Jackson, you're my favorite.
Sister, you know what's up.
Jonah's always been my favorite.
Okay,
you
so
go.
everybody's got a favorite.
Everybody's got a
Gabby, you
favorite.
go with me. Jackson, that's 2-1.
Well, Gabby's
Y'all
only met
lose.
one, so it sounds like his favorite's Jonah right
There
now.
you
No,
go,
not-
2-1. We win.
He's not gonna vote for the one that you said would shank him. It's not prison rules.
Yeah, he unshanked.
You're
Did
unshared
he
too.
talk shit to you, or did he just act like a shy guy?
No, he was like, "Hey, what are y'all doing here?" He was a bouncer.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? You got your ID?
Jonah's crazy.
Dude.
No help with the dogs. He's just sitting there looking at him like, "Yeah, that's right. We have dogs, and y'all are tech." And we walked in the
And he
gate.
was trying to keep Pete away from the gate for me.
Yeah, and what's fucked up? Yeah, exactly. And what's fucked up is he can do it. Like he can't do it with you, but he could probably do it for y'all. Tell Pete and Gumbo to back off, and they
He won't.
probably would do it. Yeah,
Because
he's
that's
just
why I
like,
think
"Nah,
they
eat
were
'em,
extra
eat 'em."
aggressive.
Yeah.
Is because he was standing there.
You know what? I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. I heard Gumbo going bananas, but that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, because now there's that new variable.
Well, that's their dude.
That's their dude.
Dude, no, that's their
Trust
dude.
me, I get
Yeah.
it. My dog adores me and could give or take the rest of the world.
Yeah,
You can
no.
ask him when I went to Florida, my dog sat in the living room, would go outside to piss and then come right back to his spot and just stare at the door. And he was not interested in anything. But when I came home, that dog was But you can also ask him. That dog will not walk into my room without permission. He'll stand there. He'll just stand there and look at me until I say, "Are you coming or not?" You know. He's a really good dog. The other
Good
the,
boy.
That other fucking
Who's
dog.
a good boy?
Now what's funny is I'll tell her I'm like, get in the kennel, and she'll do it. Anybody else they have to do. Well, no, but Gabby's terrifying. Now Bruno likes Gabby, but that's because when I'm out of town or something like that.
He feeds him.
No, he'll go up and he'll either lay in front of Gabby's door and be like, "Hey, look, I really don't like sleeping by myself." Then when I come home, Bruno's all talking with a lisp and.
Hey, got a
hand
bandana
is-
on.
Yeah.
Hey,
he's
what's happening? Check out my nails, Dad.
And he's all like, "Hey,
What do you
Dad, what's
think?
going on? By the way, I was blowing dudes." And I'm like, "Wow, what can you do at that point?"
I have to run the bit, this bit that I have by you, and tell me what y'all think of it. I don't want to do it.
We're at 55.
We're gonna call it.
We're gonna call it.
All right. Well, hey, yeah. No,
I got a
this
show
is-
Wednesday that y'all will know
Yeah,
about
you'll
on
hear it.
Thursday.
Yeah, you'll hear it. Let's see. We got it. There's a episode scheduled to air on Wednesday, which is Qualantine 2. Qualantine 3, I'll schedule for Friday.
Yep.
We'll record Sunday, Monday.
Yep.
And we'll have an episode for Monday. I'm gonna try to do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday if I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that means we
Might
gotta
have
do a
now that
couple
you've
of
got this
them.
table done, we might be able to sneak two recordings, and we'll just change shirts, maybe
Yeah.
change underwear, because you know, literally from our waist down, me and you never wear pants during these things.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
The only one that has to wear pants in this is the dogs. Gabby, he's over there in a fucking sequence thong right now. The entire time he's just doing the helicopter. That's why you never see him change camera angles.
Every now and then when you hear something hit the floor, well,
And that's it.
That's
It's his
it.
third leg, old tripod.
all right. Well,
Is there anything
Megan?
else? Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Nope, we're good.
man, I
Super.
really appreciate you
Really
coming and
awesome
hanging out
for
and
you to
doing
be
this.
here.
Yeah, this is fun.
And that stuff
Appreciate it.
really fucking works. Like, I'm not bragging on it because I don't give a shit about like.
It's not a sponsor.
No, it's not. But my point is like, I lifted too much, but I'm not. I can rotate my arm.
What'd you do, bro? You know where the weight's at? Check it out. That's been episode 3 of the Qualantine. Peace out. Cut it.
Have a lovely.